Now we could go over the other side, go look over there. Right? When I talk about Jamaica Labour Party, we are talking about the leadership. The leadership. When they put out Sir Alexander Bustamante, where him gone wrong is with the Jamaica Labour Party culture. Selfish better than education. That's the first wrong. That is the first wrong. Where you are going to tell, right, a society that's selfish better than education. The first big wrong at the start. At the start of the race, the first big wrong. And so that seems to devour the entire party. Now let us move to Edward Seaga. Here it is. What Edward Seaga mix up in? Bang around with Finsack and Dan Crawford. That caused the 1990s financial meltdown. Am I lying? Mr. said the JLP, the try to put blame on the People's National Party for Finsack. You understand? But so we know that them can't read and write. You understand? And they know no sense. And them they are the back of the class. We need to listen to them too much, you know. We not even listen to them too much, you know. But people want to follow me now. So we are proceed. I'm going to show you solid evidence, you know, where people can research. We're glad we have Google engine. You understand? To say, okay, all right, Byron, come down, and lie you tell. Come down. Nobody can tell me if you come down, you know. You understand? Because when I talk about the facts, I'm proud and stand up and me challenge anybody. So then come. When we look from Edward Seaga, we can move from Edward Seaga because we know he's sinning that he had committed. You understand? As it relates to borrowing X amount of money. You understand? And saying never remember. Can you remember? That's why you see Dalvin to come give us, you understand, Edward Seaga 2.0. Say she don't remember, say she purchase the vehicle. Where do you think that will come from? That will come from Edward Seaga. So Dalvin to give you Edward Seaga 2.0. Come on. Now, we can move further. Right? Where are we going? Bruce Golding. So when you go on a Bruce Golding, right? Now, as it relates to his administration, in the 2009, the corruption index hit him, drop him, what? 38%, the worst on the corruption index. We're not talking about PNP association with gunmen and criminals, and me see Big Mama they run out. You understand? But Big Mama, let me ask you a question. I am asking you, since you are that brilliant, what caused Bruce Golding downfall? What was the main reason for Bruce Golding to resign? When you talk about, right, PNP linked with criminal, that's what you people do, always try to take GLP fat and fry PNP with it. That's what you always do. So let me teach you some lesson. The primary reason as to why Bruce Golding had to fall was the association with Dudos. You remember that? And where the entire GLP administration, not one nor two members of the Jamaica Labour Party, the entire administration, you understand, used taxpayers' money to lie up Dudos. Am I lying? Now, people, when you help me out in the chat, I want to know if I lie. Use taxpayers' money to lie up Dudos. And you know who speak it, you know? We know who speak it, you know? The man who run Bars land came from out of his mouth, you know? You understand me, I say? And you know how the Bars land territory stay. Under the Bars land culture is. So Portland now, the Portland is experiencing a suppression, you understand, of what we call Barsism, bad man government. You understand? Bad man government. And so then Portland have to be bearing up, you understand, under the psychological pressure, particularly when Mr. Vaz is sending out his warning, utilizing the symbol. And so then sending a message that people need to fear him, the intimidation tactics, right? But we're not ready for him yet, you know. Well, Mr. Fars, because you think we not start on you yet, you know. You understand? I tell you that the comet is coming. Hold on. Damage control, government to publish oil spill settlement, right? Details after backlash drop charges. Now, let me tell you something. People, you see how powerful social media is? And let me tell this to all bloggers, all of our bloggers, you understand, who are talking up, right? Who are putting the information out there, you understand, and keep them up to date and keep the pressure on them. You see what happened now, right? Government to publish oil spill settlement, them they want to do it. You understand? Andrew Holness lock down this. Andrew Holness never want to do it, but him under pressure. Him under pressure. So let us look now, people. An agreement between Jamaica's environmental regulator and a private company which ended a criminal prosecution over an oil spill in the Royal Cobra is now expected to be released to the public today, according to a senior official in the Holness administration. Now, let me tell you something, Andrew Holness. You let me talk to you, you know, right? Because you are behind the scene, you understand, working up your deceit. But you are now pulling it back away, you understand? And yes, you had buried a scapegoat, but that scapegoat there, where you push out, he needs to be investigated. Further investigation needs to be done. You understand? The secrecy of the contract need to be revealed. Yes. Too much anti-punky under your Andrew Holness. You understand? Too much agency under your portfolio. Unprecedented. Never before in the history of our politics. You understand that any prime minister wanting to manage more than 3 portfolios. We have never seen it. Never yet. But yet you come because what? You're brilliant than the rest. Or might be. May I use the word might be. Or might be a thiefer than the rest. I must not. You understand? Because we're not brilliant to the I'm coming from that, you know. So you took up 19 portfolio. Right? We know some are brilliant, so we can take up that, you know. That you are brilliant than the rest. And by you taking up 19 portfolio, right? What is it that you are showing the people who follow you? Micromanagement. Micromanagement. You are going to tell me, you know, that the people who voted for persons to represent them, right? They can't manage certain things. You have to be out there front and center. Front and center. You understand? So we know that. You understand? You're not managing the 19 offices because you are brilliant. You understand? Might be because you're thief than them. You understand what I'm saying? So we should be sure that I go. You understand? Because now we see that everything is collapsing around here, you know. Andrew Holness, take note. Everything is collapsing around his turn. Slowly, but surely. Remember, I warned you in a couple clips that it is just a matter of time. Things are coming up to bomb. Now we said every day the bucket will go well. One day the bottom must drop out. And I tell you something that is very near. Now let us go into opposition demands detail of settlement. Yes. Now, people, hey, let me tell you something. Let me talk to the people. Because they don't know who Mark G is, who Mark Golden is. Don't believe that them can run around Mark Golden. And for some people who believe that Mark Golden is not this and Mark Golden is not that, let me tell you something. Not because Mark Golden don't come out and speak everything publicly, but I am telling you this, people. Mark Golden eyes are on the files. Yes. nothing no miss Mark Golding. Right? We tell them, we warn them long time. Silent river runs deep. And Marky G, I will show them. Silent river run deep. Now, people, anytime we have Jamaica Labour Party in the rear mirror, I am telling you, anticipate for the river of corruption to come flowing. Remember that I said that. Anticipate, Jamaican people, for the river of corruption to come flowing. Now let me just okay. Let us just read through this document quickly. Opposition demands details of settlement in Royal Cobra. I'll spill. Oh, you mean? Yes. We want to see how it go. All right. The opposition is demanding public disclosure of the reasons for the discontinuation of prosecution by the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA against Tradewind Citrus Limited in relation to the pollution of the Royal Cobra in December 2023. In a media release on Thursday, shadow spokesperson for Environment and Ecological Heritage, Soka Fraser-Binns, said the opposition was concerned about the decision to discontinue the case. We are deeply concerned that the basis of the decision remains unknown, especially to the residents of the Bagua community who were directly affected by the pollution of the river. We also wish to ascertain whether the citizens whose rights were directly affected were consulted before the agreement with the company was made by NCRA and NEPA. She said, and I can tell you, no, they did not consult them. They did not consult them. You know how Andrew Holness work. Dictatorship business, right? He's not in any consultation. And we know that to be evident. Several situations in terms of even parliamentary procedures between him and Mark Golding. You understand? He takes steps not to consult Mark Golding. We have seen that as evidence. So we know how he works. We know who he is. You understand? So we can tell you off the bat that there was no consultation done because him is a dictator. Right? Yes, him run things. Now let us look on this situation. We are going to show you certain history here as it relates to the level of corruption with Andrew Holness administration. From top to bottom. From top to bottom. So then, let me ask you a question. Right? For any person who wants to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Right? Let me say this. For any person who wants to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Right? Which one of them that you are going to vote for as it relates to the possibility of that person is one of the illicit 7, because we know the Andrew Holness out there. Right? So you are going to now go blindly to the poll, right? And possibly vote for one of these illicit 7 people. We need to wise up. Right? We need to wise up. And since Andrew Holness is calling out, right, and applying pressure for information not to reveal, the electorate need to apply pressure, right, and decided not to vote for any Jamaica Labour Party, right? So then if you don't want to vote for Mark Golding, then vote for the UIC. I am telling you, as opposed to put a Jamaica Labour Party member back in Parliament, because none of them is trustworthy, right? So if it is not, when we're talking about outrightly voting for the People's National Party, we prefer to see UIC in there as opposition. So I am vying for that. A UIC opposition, you understand? No GLP member must put back them foot in a parliament. If it was up to me, not one of them put them foot back in parliament. I would prefer to see a UIC member in there. Not one of them. And that's the plain truth. Right? Because they all tied with Andrew Holness. They all agreed to defend him. We have Juliet Berg came out and talking crap, nonsense, BS from out of her mouth. So all of them, doubling down with Andrew Holness, all of them, they are protecting him. So then Jamaica must teach them a lesson that we need to put Jamaica Labour Party in the political wilderness. Let us rise up another third party for opposition. Yes, mystic sensation saying that, and we are not taking it back. Let us rise up another third party for opposition. Not the Jamaica Labour Party. All of them need to take away themselves. Because if we defend the leader, right, and we know that the leader is a breeder and the leader is a breeder, no, we said no to bad governance. Right? Yes. We know that the leader is a liar. We know that the leader is a liar. As from time to time, I hear Dayton Campbell said, when he was growing up, his grandmother said, or his mother said, every liar is our thief. People want to hear it? Every liar is a thief. And I tell you something, say, people, every word will come out of Andrew Holness' mouth. Nothing no go so. Lie. All right, I left it right this up. I left it right this up. Now, let us dig. Since we finished that. Now, people, I want you to listen to this now. I want Jamaican people. I'm going to play a clip. And I want Andrew Holness, you know. And anybody else who the plan, what am I planning? I'm going to play a clip. I want you to listen to this. Listen to the narrative that is coming out here. Right? I want you to hear this. Listen to it good. Now we don't.
Yesterday, yeah? And as we know, PMP win in and town, and them win Morant Bay. I'm going to get for realize, say, some labor rights, frauds, long up them mouth, feel this grunsel and all of them winning. Because we are a winning party. We don't want to lose none at all. I'm going to get that. We're winners. I understand. But at the same time, guys, come on. We lose a battle, we don't lose a war. What are we upset about? Calm down. Relax on the nerves. We're not out of this. And we need enough to understand this. We have a greater plan. A plan where them don't know about. So just relax and trust your Prime Minister. Trust the government where you're voting. Me, I want to talk about the plans, yes, sir. But guess what? I just want to know there's a greater plan. Now watch the naysayers and the nice. That's all them can do is make nice. Them should have win Morant Bay by 400 votes. And 100 and add alone, them could have win it by. That says a problem for your party, Mark Golding. Let's look at Town. The winner will win Town. We did win Town in February, guys. Remember, Town was never ours. The lady that died in Town, people loved her and they decided to give her a chance. Losing Town is a crash for the entire Maypen. We understand that. Clarendon doesn't like it because, of course, that can change the mayorship. But that is something left up for discussion. Because the mayor has been there, has been sworn in and he's doing his job. So, by right, they can't just move him like that. But then at the end of the day, they have the most popular vote, so maybe they can. That's left to be seen. But as I said, trust your leader. We have a plan. Yeah? And do not be upset and disgruntled. We still are going to show them who is in charge. PMP need them 13 seats, constituencies where them have now. And in addition to them 13 constituencies, them are going to need to take back 18 from we. Now, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Cool? Yeah. Especially because election not called yet. And we have a plan. When we put our measures in place and the right things get done, I want to stop worry. Stop worry. We don't have nothing at all to worry about. I can promise you that we're going to come out Sunday at the conference and we're going to do a thing. We're going to show them, say, you can't beat up on that. You can't beat Jamaica Labour Party on that. So the noise and excitement we're not going with over that. We're not do nothing. Marky G still can't go Jamaica plan. Because anything when I'm telling him say I'm going to do, him can't tell you how I'm going to do it. And he can't tell you where money will come from to do it. See, and liar bands will still can't do nothing for East Division. But yet still him want to run against my nice, good member of Parliament, Pernell Charles Jr.
Imagine. Lost them history. But whatever plan that GLP has, I hope the plan does not have anything to do with any illicit behavior. And we are saying that we are watching keenly and we will be monitoring keenly. So you see, whatever plan that you have, make sure that the plan is in tandem with the rules of the EOJ. Make sure that the plan that you have is constitutional. We are one here, you know. Can't say we need the one here, you know. We are telling you that whatever plan you have has to be in tandem with the law and the Constitution of the land. The Constitution is the highest law of the land, the master of our laws. So make sure that your act or any actions to come is within the realms of the Constitution. We are warning Andrew Holness. Now, let me show you why we are warning. Because if Cliff Hughes can send something in the ear and Cliff Hughes is speaking on it, this is the reason why we have to highlight it. And so then we are going to highlight it. Let us highlight Cliff Hughes' observation.
With an observation. Given the recent turn of political events in the country, in particular the outcome of the February 26 local government elections, the political calculus in the country has shifted. And what happened in the House of Representatives yesterday afternoon, I think is historic, unprecedented. What we saw yesterday afternoon was the unofficial start of what is shaping up to be possibly the longest and certainly bitter and nasty general election campaign that we have seen in Jamaica since 1980, when we had a general election campaign that went on for the better part of a year, almost 10 months it was then. Yesterday afternoon, the opening salvos of the general election campaign for 2025 were released. And this is something that I take no comfort in saying. Indeed, I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. I really do hope that we'll be able to dial down the political temperature.
Well, since Cliff Hughes had spoken that, and that is some time ago, the political temperature has not dialed down. But after Cliff Hughes had spoken that, we had seen where the political temperature has lifted, and it is getting nastier than nastier. While we are here in social media, making our observation as well, we have seen where Margolin complexion becomes a battering board for the Jamaican Labour Party. We have seen where cutthroat signs have been flashed on more than one occasions. So we are going to play the clips in telling Jamaican Labour Party that we are tracking, we are observing, we are taking notes. We are taking notes, detailed notes, and tracking, making all the observation as this political process pre-general election take place. So let us get into some of the clips that would have caused Cliff Hughes to be concerned. And as I said, he spoke that long time ago. But after that, the political rhetoric, right, getting more entrenched, and the political atmosphere is heating up.
Mandible, we are not cool mandible, peaceful mandible, progressive mandible, we are no crime, not there. People live good and neighborly with each other. But now we see a certain type of crime emerging. A kind of crime that I can only say, boy, this look like PMPism. It just look like PMPism. And it's not me said so. Is them come out and defend it? Is them come out and defend it? Them see certain crimes going on in this community. And then them come out and defend that kind of crime. PMPism. PMPism. Now, we as a government will never give any form of protection, succor, coverage to any criminality, criminal or criminal behavior. Nobody from my political party must come out and speak in support of any criminal. Criminality or criminal behavior. And I want to make that absolutely clear, because that is the difference between us and them. They are not like us. They use whatever happens in the society, even if it is criminal, for their political benefit. And that, my friends, is PNPism. They embrace even criminality to make their political point for political benefit. And that is how PNPism has destroyed our society. And it is threatening to do so again, because we see their embrace of criminality, their defense of criminality. And that is why, my friends, they resist the states of public emergency, because they are bent on defending and protecting criminality.
Now, people, can you imagine? Look who is talking. I will never get one thumbnail that come out with that. Look who is talking. That the Jamaica Labour Party does not defend criminality. By the way, people, I mean, using the separation language, them and us, we are different from them because them embrace criminality and we don't embrace criminality. I want to ask a question. The person who is talking, statutory declaration cannot be certified. The person who is talking, statutory declaration cannot be certified. The person who is talking has $470 million running through various accounts, right? Utilized through 3 companies. The person who is talking cannot show where he has any money in any account, leaving from his account into SSL. But what the evidence goes to show as to relate to Integrity Commission investigation is that you have money coming, leaving from SSL into his account at NCB that he take out $0. And yet, his party doesn't embrace criminality. Now, the person who is speaking is the person who is seeking judicial review. The person who is speaking is also seeking to remove the Corruption Act that deals with illicit enrichment. And yet, his party doesn't deal with criminality. No. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, people? Look who is talking. But we are only showing the political rhetoric that him is designing right now and staying behind the curtain as if he's innocent. But he is the one that generating the base to start what seems to be political violence. Now, let us go to the other clip that makes it a little bit clearer as it relates to what seems to be hinging on political violence.
What I said again the other day, because I mentioned you. My position is, I must do what I can to ensure that we get the third term. And this is why I want to speak early before the Prime Minister gets here. I don't want to sit up here and feel uncomfortable and speak. I have no apology to make to anyone. Anywhere. But defending the Jamaica Party and defending Andrew Holness as leader of the Jamaica Party. is to get rid of Andrew Holness and their party. They attack Edward Siaga. They attack Bruce Gordon them for them. Not them down for Andrew Holness. But we as labor rights will defend our leader at all costs. We will defend Andrew Holness to death.
Now, for those who didn't hear that clearly, here is a man that came out and is telling the Jamaican people that he will defend Andrew Holness to death. Now, so this has nothing to do as it relates to wrong and right. He will defend Andrew Holness to death, whether Andrew Holness wrong or Andrew Holness right. Now, I want you to have an understanding of the mindset as it relates to Warmington sort of political representation. What sort of political representation that he is giving to Jamaican people if he decided that he is going to be committed, you understand, to an entity, even although that entity is wrong. And this is who we have, right, as one of our political representatives. The message that he is sending. So the message is not about nation building. It's about defending Andrew Holness by any means necessary. People, this is not a joke. Let us play the other clip. You understand? He decided to defend Andrew Holness by any means necessary. Let us look at this paper. This is crazy. And this man is asking us to vote for him to give him a third term.
Their position or speech. The government can't come out tomorrow or so they condemn their position or speech or position of political leadership. We don't talk government today. We are talk as they right. So I want to hear the party condemning. This is 66 years I've done in this party. There are very few persons who have given this long service. There's my Mackenzie myself, and the two longest serving. I never left this party. The party has never left me. Me not going away. Me not going away. Yes, stay yourself. I'm fighting the custom on the party. Let me tell you something. If your party comes out tomorrow and say they condemn me attacking the media, let me tell you something. It can't quiet me. The day after, I went down. I am speaking the truth. There are many persons refuse to speak the truth. I speak the truth, and I don't give a rat's ass where I speak. I'm speaking at the day. I'm speaking at the day. And as long as the people in Southwest St. Catherine support my position, I will speak and continue to speak.
Germs, enough of the bacteria.
Out the garbage.
Yes, we have to take out the garbage. Enough is enough. Now, people, let us ask ourselves a question. Now, let us ask ourselves the question. Have we seen the Prime Minister come out, right, and denounce any of what we had seen over the weeks of the development, where the political rhetoric just raw and dirty, right? Where Mark Golding's skin complexion becomes a battering ram. Have we seen, I'm just asking a question, have we seen the Prime Minister comes out and take the bull by the horn, right? To exhibit good leadership and good statesmanship, to say, no, the political rhetoric is wrong, tone it down. Tone it down. Enough is enough. Have we seen Mark Golding or any other persons in the People's National Party going around and speaking the way how obviously the Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament are speaking? Have we seen any People's National Party, right, using swipe neck signs on any platform? Because no, Mark Golding is indeed a leader. And where you wrong, you will be disciplined by Mark Golding. The difference between a Mark Golding and an Andrew Holness, that a Mark Golding will step up to the plate and say, no, you're wrong. We can use Dennis Meadows as an example, right? Some of what we are seeing here, it is not like Dennis Meadows has done even half of what they have done. But yet Mark Golding had disciplined Dennis Meadows. And he understands because of what Mark Golding stands for. Leadership quality, integrity, good governance matters. And where you have subordinates within the Jamaica Labour Party, and where the administrator, which is Andrew Holness, the leader of that party, obviously in receipt, in earshot of this political rhetoric. And he has not come out, even as I speak, he has not come out in condemnation, to say the least, to tell them that it is wrong. As a matter of fact, Andrew Holness is tearing it up. Andrew Holness himself is tearing it up. But again, that is the hypocrite Andrew Holness is. And that's why we can't take anything what Andrew Holness says for granted. He's a deceiver. He's a liar. He's a con artist. He's a political scammer. And that's no joke. Andrew Holness has not shown leadership quality in coming out and say to any one of his members that uttered political rhetoric, racial political rhetoric, cannot come out and say you are wrong. He can't do it. And the reason why he can't do it, because simply that they have his ticket. And what we mean when we say they have his ticket, because they have his secret. So he cannot come out and discipline anyone, because the truth be told, Andrew Holness is worse than them. And they are following Andrew Holness' lead. Andrew Holness is the trendsetter for indiscipline. And that is one of the reasons why we will not have Andrew Holness come out and speak. He's 100% pure evil. Now, Let us move on because they said shame no load. But it broke neck. Shame no load, shame no load. But yes, it breaks neck. Because we have seen the POCJ. We have seen the umbrella group of churches who kept in silence for a protracted period of time and have not come out, right, in saying that the political rhetoric is wrong. One of the greatest speech of our time that we have heard is what Haile Selassie spoke about. Until the philosophy which all one race superior from another become discredited and abandoned, until the color of a man eye is no more significant than the color of his skin. And here it is that we are spitting out his political rhetoric because Mark Golding cannot be good because he's white. But Jamaica, we know better. We are better than this. We are better than this. When we compare Mark Golding and compare Andrew Holness, we have not seen Mark Golding becomes a subject of the Integrity Commission as it relates to investigation. We have seen the black man who has become the subject of an Integrity Commission investigation. Let us put that out there. We have seen the white man as what the narrative that they are shoving out there, crafting the Integrity Commission Act to say no to corruption. We have seen the white man going further to put an impeachment bill and extra protection of layer. And what we have seen the black man done, crush it, step on it. We have seen the black man utilize Section 53, subsection 3 of the Integrity Commission Act, the Muslim Act, to muzzle them. And now we have seen many of these institutions being caught up in fraud. Fraud left, fraud right. Everywhere. You name it. Under the Andrew Holness administration. Right? Criminality is overburdened. Right? $1.7 trillion unaccounted for. And where the office of the Prime Minister is a part of that. So you tell me, where is the leadership? Huh? This is the leader who want to crush what we call checks and balance, who want to break down the guardrails of protection. So then the electorate who voted for him need to be exposed and they need to be pilfered. And no one should question him or ask him anything. To portray a false love that he had given to the Jamaican people, knowing very well that the economy is so fragile, but yet he did not pay that any care whatsoever. He said, go forward, I need 200 and 300% raise, and I don't care heck about them. The civil workers are begging, teachers are begging, nurses are begging. You have seen the brain drain that is happening. Teachers are working hard like slaves. Nurses are working hard like slaves. But yet, no, you only deserve just 20%. 20%. You give us 300 200 and 300%. That's what we want. And when you trick the people in saying that we want 200 and 300%, we will show you that we are going to perform as a result of the 200 and 300%. But after the 200 and the 300% raise, you understand? Yes, you have seen some of the roads that your men fix. You have seen some of the Barber Green, right? Just melt away from the road when you experience a torrential downpour. You came out. You understand? With your public PR and telling us that when we see Barber Green, to show you how polished you are, when we see Barber Green, we are only seeing the end product. But what is behind the end product, Jamaica? Let me tell you what is behind the end product. Behind the end product, what we have fiber optic cable. We have proper drainage system. With all the lies that you polish, all the lies that you curve, you and your men, you and your minions, hook, line, and sinker to the Jamaican people. Because yes, I have fooled them once. I have fooled them twice. Why can't I fool them for the third term? So I can tell them that, of course, vote for me. I can make you pay less for your electricity bill because the high cost of energy is killing you. And the government at the day is suppressing you. And so, yes, it's better that the government can do. The government's the oppressor. That's what you sold us in 2015. And you asked the people to give you a chance, because after that chance being given, you are going to bring in the major companies so that the Jamaican people can pay less for high energy costs. And my God, Andrew Holness, the Jamaican people have it coming. You promised it in 2015. You get in power 2016, and you couldn't wait. You could not wait until 2017 before you lie in bed with the corporate thugs. Let me say it plain and clear. You couldn't wait beyond 2006, beyond 2017 before you lie with the corporate thugs, ready to rip off the Jamaican people. And so then when you look at the People's National Party policy that protects the Jamaican people right from high energy costs from JPS, where the Portia Simpson policy set it at 350 kilowatt usage before the high cost can click. What you have done to the Jamaican people, you have brought that down to 150 kilowatt, widen the tax net. Now, all the people in such a drug. Andrew Holness, you are wicked. 100% pure evil. And now here you are coming around again as if the people lost their memory. Oh, they forgot. Yes, it is me, man, aren't you? You know, of course, we are PR specialists. We have a Christopher Tufton who can put up things in the healthcare. So yes, we can do this. Yes, let us go back. Let us tell them that, okay, we are going to reduce the taxes on the GCT as it relates to your energy costs. Let us tell them that again. Let us polish it again. We can get them again. The people will listen to us. And so then there you go again. There you go again, Andrew Holness. Trying to fool the people of Jamaica. Can you imagine? There you go again, right? With your level of lie, your deceit, your connery, your trickery, your evil, what you have been doing. And yet, you expect a third term. Ingrid Coke said, premeditated criminality. And I want you to understand what Ingrid Coke is saying. There's no two-way about it as it relates to what Ingrid said right there. It is true. Premeditated criminality. And why is it so? If it was not that, if it wasn't so, why didn't you encourage your men to do the moral thing in terms of signing the code of conduct? No. Because your actions were premeditated. You had planned that to go in power and create havoc for the Jamaican people. Did not make it better to them. They make it better for them. You were just thirsty for power. Thirsty for power. Because the only way you think you can make it is on the back of the taxpayers. This is wickedness. This is cruelty. The only way you believe that you can make it is on the back of the taxpayers. And so you trick them. You deceive them. Right? You've put yourself into SSL from 2008, Andrew Holness. Come on, let us speak. We are speaking to the people. You know what? Let me just put away these papers. I'm just going to speak. I want to speak freely tonight. The premeditated action that you had utilized, knowing very well that you were thirsty for power, not to do the right thing, Andrew Holness, but to enrich yourself, the elites, and your family. And so then, we remember the interview that you had done with Adka Fitz-Henley, when you told Adka Fitz-Henley that you came into the politics with $43 million. Do you remember that, Andrew Holness? You told a callous lie right then and there. You told a callous lie. When you came into the politics, you came into the politics 1997. 1997. When you came into the politics, you owed student loan. You owed student loan. So then, how could you, right, come into the politics with $43 million? So from day one, you were corrupted. From day one, you were corrupted. You never stopped until you put yourself into SSL. We don't even know that whether you have a profile account or you are shareholder. Why we cannot get the report? Everything you want to lock down. Is it that the report is going to show Jamaican people that you are a shareholder in SSL? Then what? You didn't know that Cross-Kerry got mixed up in the 1995 saga with the financial meltdown. You didn't know that, Andrew Holness, right? You know that that company belongs to you, Cross-Kerry. It was Paul Chen Young and Associates that changed into SSL because they didn't want people to know. You catch the level, Andrew Holness, right? You and Cross-Kerry, Audley Shaw and Nigel Clark, right? All four of you brought back SSL, brought back Paul Chen Young and Associates to life. Transform it into SSL. All four of you guilty of it. Audley Shaw, Nigel Clark, Andrew Holness, you Cross-Kerry. That's why you Cross-Kerry call Andrew Holness Prince Andrew. Let us start the thing. This is the reason why you cross carry, right? Call his buddy, his best buddy who make him rich, make him rotten rich, Prince Andrew. Because of course, Prince Andrew make you rich, and you in turn make Prince Andrew rich, a billionaire. Even although he's showing $1 million on his statutory declaration, you know that Andrew Holness, that is lunch money for Andrew Holness. That $170 million that he's showing for 2020 statutory declaration, that is lunch money for Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is a billionaire. Right? And so then, you know that you cross carry mixed up in Paul Chenyang and Associates 4 days prior to the court, passed 4 days after the court, passed judgment, and Paul Chenyang took 9 properties and signed it off to you cross carry. And what you cross carry done? You cross carry hide them. You are going to tell me that Andrew Holness never know this? You are going to tell me that Adli Shah did not know this? Adli Shah, you Adli Shah, who got bailed out from FinSac? We are talking about business, Adli Shah. You Adli Shah, who had gotten bailed out from FinSac, you did not know about you cross carry? That's why Adli Shah, yes man, in your old days, you will have to feel this pressure. Because you're vicious, you're wicked. Right? Just like what you sign off and remove the curtain of protection from JPS, from the JPS, from the taxpayers in JPS. You understand? Bring it down from 350 kilowatt to 150 kilowatt. Yes, that is what you have done, Adli Shah. Vicious and wicked. You and Andrew Holness, both of you, all 4 of you, correct. So then you're going to tell me that you, Adli Shah, never know about you cross carry when you got relief from FinSac? Eh? When you got bankrupt, right, and a bailed out from FinSac, you did not know nothing about you cross carry? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That is what you want to tell Jamaican people? So then when Andrew Holness joined joined SSL in 2008, what Andrew Holness also did in 2008, he also started ADMAT in 2008. Look at the similarities now. Joined ADMAT 2008 and joined SSL in 2008, because ADMAT, you understand, is the source now where he's going to rinse the money through. Jamaican people are not stupid. You opened ADMAT in 2008. People go back and look at the history. And also joined SSL in 2008 because you have already prepared to use ADMAT as a laundering machine. Right? And now the evidence from the IC is showing us that money coming from SSL into your account. But yet there's no evidence, you understand, that show where money from your account go into SSL. You tell Jamaican people, can you explain that? But you don't want the Fed. You don't want the Fed to investigate and go down to ADMAT. Right? As a matter of fact, you don't want no investigation at all. You want the court, right, to kick out the entire Corruption Act. So you're willing to burn down the guardrails of protection to what? To hide your wrongdoing. That's what you want to do. And the nation stand by, watching you in your move, as if we are deaf, as if we are blind. We see clearly the clear intentions in terms of what you're doing. The clear intentions in terms of hiding your wrongdoing. Right? You have Nigel Clark, who used taxpayers' money, millions of dollars of taxpayers' money, to go and get crawled to investigate. Because obviously he lied about the FBI. you know that the FBI wouldn't involve in the hanky-panky. The FBI wouldn't involve in the hanky-panky. So because you want the hanky-panky to keep up, you understand, you go and get Crawl. But Crawl showed some credibility. Crawl did not involve in the hanky-panky either. And because you know that Crawl did not involve in the hanky-panky, what you do? You hold down the report. The DPP sat on the report. So Crawl completed its investigation. And after completing the investigation and recommend charges, let us talk about that, people. Crawl completed its investigation and recommended charges. Crawl had worked with FID, investigated the SSL, and recommended charges, and send the file to the DPP. And as we know, the DPP today, as we speak, sits on it and using delaying tactics, saying that she wants more information. Now just look at the irony, people. Look at the irony in terms of what the DPP is saying, that she needs more information. Now it is the very same DPP, right, and the government who agreed, right, to go outside to get forensic expert because, right, that situation is too much for them to manage. Now just look at it, look at the hypocrisy in terms of what I am showing you. The government agreed, decided to use taxpayers' money because they are saying that it is too big of a scale for the Jamaican authority to handle. And as a result of the technicalities, they had to get more sophisticated, right, institution to deal with that. And they went and they got Crawl. And Crawl came in now, right, and done their investigation, along with FID, work in tandem, gather the evidence, a comprehensive report, completed it, and handed over, right, to the DPP to recommend charges. And what the DPP say now? Oh no, oh no. We need more information. We need more information. Can you imagine, people? Can you imagine? It's the very same DPP as it relates to the NWC president who had breached the procurement, the NEPA guidelines and the rules and regulation, had breached it, clear breach. It's the same DPP who sat down and waited for a statute of limitation, right, to be breached. And then, oh, no, although, ladies and gentlemen, although we have, the investigation was solid, right, and what the investigators identify as it relates to the breaches, okay, yes, there were clear breaches, but we are not going to pursue with any charges, and the reason for that is because the statute of limitation, the time has passed, and so then the case we classify that as to be statute bar, and so then we are not going to pursue with any charges. And now he got away scot-free under the Andrew Holness administration. Let us back up our people. And so then, of course, rural read situation can be in the court, right? Stretching out, as if we don't have a legal system. Huh? What is happening? But the Andrew Holness administration, as it relates to corruption and its extended arm to have certain areas corrupted, you can see that Andrew Holness' hands fingerprint is on everything, slowing up the process, corrupting the process. This is the Andrew Holness that we are talking about. And so then the Jamaican people have to see all these evidence in clear sight, knowing what we are saying, 100% facts. Not we are speaking things, right, just loosely, in saying that, of course, 143,000 US dollars came from SSL to Andrew Holness' account. Are we lying? And so then, for Andrew Holness to defect, to deceive, he is now burning down the entire Integrity Commission. As a matter of fact, let us politicize them. So then, the Integrity Commission doesn't act on behalf of the people of Jamaica again. The Integrity Commission investigators are acting on behalf of the PNP. Yes, they are PNP workers. It is the PNP who puts them there. Come on. Andrew Holness, you don't remember that both the GLP and the PNP, right, passed the bill for the Integrity Commission Act? You don't remember? No, Andrew Holness, let me remind you. You don't remember that, of course, in 2022, you applauded the Integrity Commission to be doing excellent work. Good job. So in 2022, when you applauded them, were they working for the PNP? Huh? Were they working for the PNP and that they were politically biased when you applauded them? Talk to me, Andrew Holness. In 2023, again, when you applauded them again, were they still working for the PNP? Was it that it's only the PNP who voted, right, to have the Integrity Commission Act installed? Was it the PNP alone who voted for it? Huh? No. No. Right, JLP and the PNP come together and voted for that. So then now, because the Integrity Commission now, you understand, put out a thing on you now, have you under the microscope. Oh no, they are political. No, they are political. But they are not, the contractor general wasn't political when he said Azan in breach. And so then Azan need to be charged accordingly. As a matter of fact, you gather with your minions and you said you will not work in parliament with someone who agreed, right, that they have done something wrong. That's what you said, Andrew. And you will not work in parliament with that person. So let me ask you now, let me ask you a question now. The only thing that Azan did was to build some shelters. Maybe he never follow all the procurement guidelines and so forth and so forth. Yes, right? The IC, the contractor general at the time, you understand, booked him accordingly for whatever breaches. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Right? But you didn't have any problem with that. Right? You were very vocal about it. Right? Because what? You were a disciplinarian at the time. And while you were vocal about it, you were definitely on an investigation from the contractor general as it relates to your 2006 to 2009, right, awarding of contracts to Gavin while you were in the Ministry of Education. Remember that? So that goes to show you're a big hypocrite. But you have no conscience. You're a narcissist. That's who you are. And so they know when you are under the microscope, Oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't look at me. Look at Azan. Look at Azan and look at other people. But no, please, don't look at me. Don't speak. Don't speak of my 28 accounts. Oh no. So, Andrew, let me ask you a question. You don't have 28 accounts? Is it that the Integrity Commission is lying on you? You don't have 28 accounts? How much you have there? You want to come out and tell people how much you have? Right? You don't have 28 accounts? Right? And you didn't, you were not running $470 million? Right? As Juliet Superior's accounts? You weren't doing that? But no, the IC must not look at you, right? The IC must look at someone else, not me. Because if you look at me, yes, I am going to eliminate the Corruption Act. Can you imagine, people? This is the person asking for a third term. This is the person asking for a third term. And the word that I am starting with, I am going to end with unprecedented.